Shalom, shalom, family. It's the Hebrew life again. It's Q.P.A. Jerusalem. Sorry for the delay, but I'm back with another lesson. This is Q.P.A. Questions, Problems, and Answers, and we will get to it today. Sorry about missing the last Shabbat. Shabbat shalom this Shabbat. Got a lot going on, but I'm still here for my peoples. Let's go. Let's go. Mark, ready, set, go. Mark, ready, set, go. Mark, ready, set, go. Cold like Chicago snow. Holla can't keep police. Making room in the building for my people like it's lease. When we play for keeps. Killing beats my specialty. Tony Hawk, kick, flip me, twist me, grind a specialty. If my flow is drugs, I'm like schedule 1, you schedule 3. Serve the most high so I could become a better me. Know the game ain't free, gotta pay attention. She is hot up in the kitchen, see, had them flame. Yes, sir. I'm back. It's Q.P.A. Jerusalem. It's Hebrew light. Shabbat shalom to all my Hebrews out there. Keep staying strong as we get another day closer to the coming of the Messiah and the coming of the kingdom. Man, been a long week, man. First up in news, a Karen shoots a sister of ours after assaulting her daughter, killing her in front of her 2 kids. We got another shooting down in Florida. We had Trayvon Martin and so many other brothers and sisters. Now we got this sister, man. It's a shame that this is still going on in America, but we must accept the fact that we are here because of the curses. And God, Yah has put us here to overcome and to see how we got here through our sins, through our disobeying of Him. Nobody's perfect, but we got to do better, family. We got to stop expecting good behavior from our enemies. Good behavior from people who still are in a Willie Lynch mindset when it comes to Black people, Hispanics, and whoever else is an immigrant of this country that they stole from the Indians. Check it out.
Now representing the Owens family. AJ's children, who are 3 to 12 years old, were playing in a field next to an apartment complex when a 58-year-old white woman allegedly began yelling at them to get off her land and calling them racial slurs. According to Crump's statement, the children left, but accidentally left behind an iPad, which the woman took. When one of the kids tried to retrieve it, the woman threw it, hitting the boy and cracking the screen. Ms. Owens walked across the street to speak to the woman. But Crump's office says when she knocked on the door, the neighbor allegedly shot her through the closed front door. The bullet hole is shown here in photos provided by Crump's law firm. Owens was shot and later pronounced dead at the hospital. The shooter responsible has not yet been identified, arrested, or charged. According to civil rights attorney.
As y'all heard, the shooter hadn't at that time been arrested or charged with anything, but a recent update, she's been apprehended and charged. I don't think she's been charged, but she's definitely been apprehended. The range woman, they said this woman was messing with everybody in the neighborhood. And I remind you, these kids wasn't playing on her yard. It wasn't playing on her property. They was playing in an abandoned lot. And, you know, just like most Karens and Bobs in America, they feel like the whole country is theirs. Every piece of land, every neighborhood. They got to be neighborhood watch on everything. They got to be policing everybody and everything but them damn selves. And this is how we get to this in society over and over and over again. People who came into this country as Englishmen and immigrants themselves, it was already Portuguese and Spaniards over here. They came over here, they killed the Indians and the Mexicans, take the land. Now, hundreds of years later, they still feel as if they could police the land, even after we've been free from slavery. Every man is free, every woman is free in this society, so-called. we still have these type of things going on because of this mindset, this slave master mindset on the people, this white superiority mindset. When they see black people, Mexicans, or any other race of people, they have to stand up. When they see anything being done, they have to be the police. Neighborhood watch. But this thing is going too far, because now we have a mother killed, slain on the doorsteps of a neighbor after a dispute when she assaulted her son. Now, I don't know many people out there who would still be alive after this, after watching somebody assault their son, hitting them in the face with an iPad so hard that the iPad cracked, and then running in the house like a coward. I can imagine this woman was livid and irate when coming to the door after seeing her child being assaulted by a grown lady and the woman running in the house like a coward. And she's going to try to claim stand your ground laws. But the fact is, she was the aggressor in this situation by assaulting somebody. Now, they're probably going to try to say that the sister should have called the police after the assault on her child. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know many people who going to watch their child be hit and their first instinct going to be to call the police. I don't. Let me send an invite in the room for anybody that want to talk about this, man. I'm gonna put it in the comments for everybody. Shabbat shalom, y'all just tuning in. Y'all just tuning in. I just played a video talking about the shooting of the sister in Florida by another racist Karen. You know, it's just ridiculous. At this point, we got to start praying to the Most High to deliver us out this place. This place is going down. We've been treated like dogs ever since we stepped in this country. Any sense of giving us any credibility was always backed and controlled by white supremacy. We've never had anything to ourselves, and if we did, eventually the white supremacy and this Willie Lynch stigmatism got behind it. Same thing they do in Hollywood, same thing they did at the Black Wall Street, Seneca Village, and several other places. You do your history on black communities and black towns that have been destroyed through white supremacy. Even to this day, we don't even have a community no more. They don't even want us in their communities. They see us playing on a lot. They see us at an apartment that they feel we're not supposed to be at. They feel like they can come and question us. That's whether that's a Karen, a Bob, or a law enforcement officer. We standing up when we getting tired of it. How do we stand up? We stand up by sticking to our own guns, sticking to our own God, sticking to our own culture. Let's stop following these people. Let's stop envying these people, and let's stop trying to be like these people, and let's draw closer to the Most High in these last days, because we're going to watch this nation fall right in front of our face. In other news, we got Mr. Donald Trump being indicted. So that's how you know we in the last days. White power and white supremacy and white privilege don't even exist no more, especially if you're not with the wicked. You could be white, but if you decide to speak for the truth, whether you white, black, Chinese, or whatever, they're coming for you. They already wanted a piece of Trump after the Capitol storm. Now all this is gonna do is get your Billy Bobs very, very mad. All it's gonna do is make your average Americans very, very angry that they've done Mr. Trump like this, because really they've trumped his second presidency candidacy run and campaign by doing this to him, by sending him to jail, having him go to jail, or have him being charged with something. Whether he's found guilty or not, his campaign is ruined. He cannot run for 2024 president because he'll be going to court for this Mar-a-Lago, whatever the place was called, where they found all the files supposedly of illegal documents and illegal business practices. Like anybody else in America is not practicing illegal business practices. But since he's Donald Trump, since he said something about Hillary Clinton, since he caused the Capitol to be stormed, since he spoke so much truth while he was in presidency. He didn't kiss any ass, so that left him to be, a target.
Meant laying out its argument against former President Donald Trump and his aide Walt Nauta in a 49-page indictment.
And I invite everyone to read it in full.
Meant laying out its argument against former President Donald Trump and his aide Walt Nauta in a 49-page
Come on.
Meant laying out its argument against former President
Donald
Trump
going, family.
and his aide Walt Nauta in a 49-page indictment.
And I invite everyone to read it in full to understand the scope and the gravity of the crimes charged.
The charges, 37 criminal counts in total, including 31 counts of willful retention of national defense information, 1 count of conspiracy to obstruct justice, and 1 count of scheme to conceal. The indictment stems from the grand jury probe into Trump's alleged mishandling of classified documents and efforts to hamper their return to the government in accordance with the law. The unsealed indictment includes images of places where Trump kept classified documents, including a bathroom and bedrooms. The dispute resulting in an FBI search of Trump's Mar-a-Lago home last year.
We have one set of laws in this country, and they apply to everyone.
In New Jersey, the first new images of the former president seen golfing at his private club hours after his federal indictment in the special counsel records investigation. And on his social media platform, Trump defending his aide, Walt Nauta, who is also being indicted. Trump accusing the Justice Department of trying to destroy Nauta's life and also insisting he's done nothing wrong.
I'm innocent, and we will prove that very, very soundly and hopefully very quickly.
Trump has been ordered to appear for arraignment Tuesday in a Miami federal court, where Trump-appointed District Judge Eileen Cannon is assigned to preside, at least for now. The former president also announcing on social media that his defense lawyers, Jim Trusty and John Raleigh, are exiting his legal team. In a statement, the attorneys calling this a logical moment for us to step aside. Justin Finch, ABC News.
Yes, sir. So as y'all see, it's a dub for Trump, man. I hate to say it, but he's not gonna. He probably will never run for president again because what they've put on his name. He has a dirty record on his name now. Once they dirty up your background and your record, you can't be the president anymore. You have to have a clean record. Meanwhile, Joe Biden is falling all over the ground, forgetting where he's going on stage. This is you gotta remind y'all, this is the oldest president we ever had. JFK was the youngest. They shot him. So Biden, if you ask me, he's gonna win again. You're gonna see him till 2028. If the good Lord, get us to that year, because we are in the last days. They're flashing the mark of the beast. We see the beast. We see the power being transferred over. We see everything that's in Revelation 14 through Revelation 16, 18, to 20 to 21. We seeing it happening. We are in the last days. We're seeing the rumors and the wars of rumors. We're seeing the many false prophets come out. Everything that the Messiah Christ said was going to happen is happening in real time. I don't know if anybody can see it. I really don't care, because we're the watchmen and we're supposed to be watching to save our own salvation. And whoever needs to be saved and wants to be saved, they will take that the initiative on themselves to get that done and to research that. In other news, we got the Ukraine dam. I forgot the name of the town, y'all excuse me. But we have a Ukrainian dam that was supposedly blew up by Russian forces. That's going to cause floods and it's going to cause crop damage, which puts Ukraine in a bigger and badder. Well, I don't even know if that's the right word. Put them in a worse situation than they were already in. Now we know the main crop in Ukraine that grow, their main money maker is the wheat, it's the bread, and that's going to damage their crops. fields flooded. It's already been a drought. I don't know if anybody can notice it in America. It's been a drought. The grass is yellow. The grass is yellow. There's been really no rain this summer. So, I mean, the players are getting ready to jump off, if you ask me. You can only go so long without rain. You can only go so long without rain, family. Let's remember that. So, it brought me to, to the mindset of understanding, America can't possibly win this war in Ukraine. They're going to have to pull out. Because if they don't, how can they fight the war in the South Pacific against China? How can they fight the war in their own backyard in Mexico with the drugs and everything? How can they fight the war with the Taliban in the Middle East? They can't. How are they going to deal with the civil unrest in Europe? The civil unrest in their own country? There's a lot of enemies out there. Then you got Russia. Then you got China. Then you got Iran looking at Israel, supposedly Israel, wanting to shoot missiles there. How are they going to protect all these places? How are they going to protect Taiwan, Israel, they own asses, and the UK? They're going to fail somewhere, family. I'm trying to tell y'all. These same nations, Persia, Magog, all these nations prophesied in Ezekiel to put hooks in their jaws and put them back. They're not going to win this war. China and Russia is already, everybody's turning their back on America. Everybody's joining BRICS. We got Saudi Arabia, which is probably the biggest oil producer for America, turning their backs on them, saying, look, we cool with Iran now. We cool with Iraq now. At first, they was helping them, stopping the terrorism. But when America got to talking crazy about the business that they do, Saudi Arabia decided to pull they guns and they troops off of the terrorists and let the terrorists go. This is why you have everything that's going on in Syria right now happening. Syria, you ain't heard nothing about Syria in years, but I heard, this is speculation, that, America is drilling a lot of oil out of Syria. But Turkey is moving in. Turkey, they in NATO. They're the biggest nation in NATO. You would think a country in Europe like Germany, France, will be the biggest country in the UK or in Europe, in the United Kingdom, but it's not. Turkey is the biggest country in NATO, and Turkey is a Muslim country. Turkey is trying to fix themselves back up at the earthquake, so expect some conniving things to go on. Expect the fam. America cannot fight all these wars on different battlefronts and win every battle. You see, they just pulled their troops out of the Middle East because they was fighting a war for 20 years since I was 11 years old. 2001, I was in what, 6th grade when 9/11 happened? Or 9/11? They've been over there for 20 some odd years. They just pulled out the war. Left all their equipment, left all their weapons to the Taliban, the same people they were fighting against. Does that make any sense? Speaking of Saudi Arabia, I just got whiff that they building the city of the next century or the next decade, because we don't know how much time we got left. I don't even think they got a century, to be honest. But if they do, they building the next city for the century. It's called Neon. I'm going to show this to my family today. I want y'all to know what they building, and that the power shift is going from the West. I know you've been in America, been a slave. America had they run, they was ruling the world. The dollar was popping. If you had a US dollar in the 90s, early 2000s, that was the ultimate currency to have. We ruled the Federal Reserve. But every great empire must come to an end. And I think the Americans and a lot of other people around the world don't understand that, the shift of power is leaving because finances and production has been in the hand of the Chinese man. He has taken over. He has went around the world building, networking, doing things, buying land right from under the U.S. nose, buying their own land right up under their nose. Don't you know the number one meat factory in America is owned by China? Don't you know that 90% of the medicines in America come from China? If it was ever a war to kick off, that's the wrong people to get in war with. They got more people. They're already militarily ran. America sells a fake sense of freedom, but it's really a republic. When you say the Pledge of Allegiance, you say to the republic of which it stands. One nation, all of that. They made you to tell in school. They didn't say one democracy. So understand what they're pushing around the world, but every country is going to be republic in its heart. Democracy comes with success. You only can have an opinion about the government when it's not working. Let's get into it, though, family. I love this. All praise to the Most High. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Saudi Arabia is building a $1 trillion skyscraper called the Mirror Line, and it's under construction now. Recent drone footage shows a massive line being dug out across the desert. When finished, the line will be two 1,600 feet buildings stretching 170 kilometers across the desert. That's like building 2,001 World Trade Centers next to each other twice. The line will have vertically layered homes, offices, schools, and parks, and even include a high-speed rail system taking people from end to end in just 20 minutes. The initial construction began in October 2021, and it is expected that residents will begin moving in by the year 2030. Saudi Arabia's goal is to compete with travel hotspots like its Gulf neighbors of Dubai and Abu Dhabi. The line is just one part of the $1 trillion NEOM project that will include the line, the Oxagon, and Trojena.
For too long, humanity has existed within dysfunctional and polluted cities that ignore nature. Now, a revolution in civilization is taking place. Imagine a traditional city and consolidating its footprint, designing to protect and enhance nature. The line will be home to 9 million residents and will be built with a footprint of just 34 square kilometers. And we are designing it to provide a healthier, more sustainable quality of life. The line's communities are organized in 3 dimensions. Residents have access to all their daily needs within 5-minute walk neighborhoods. And the line's infrastructure makes it possible to travel end to end in 20 minutes with no need for cars, resulting in 0 carbon emissions. By leveraging AI technology, services are autonomous, saving you time and effort. Designed by world-leading architects, the line is 500 meters tall, 200 meters wide, 170 kilometers long, and housed within an elegant mirror glass facade. Intelligent solutions create efficiency and year-round temperate microclimate with natural ventilation. Energy and water supplies are 100% renewable. The line is designed as a series of unique communities, offering a wealth of amenities, providing equitable views and immediate access to the surrounding nature. with 40% of the world accessible within 6 hours, at the heart of the globe's key trade routes, a place for commerce and communities to thrive like nothing on earth seen before. The Line, the city that delivers new wonders for the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all seen it. Neon. At first I thought they said neon. No, neon. And like it said in Malachi, I believe it's 1 and 4, they shall build up, but I should tear down. See, the Most High, this is already provided and prophesied. The Most High is going to let these people build up these magnificent things for the next century that they think they're going to live in, where they think they're going to huddle up all humanity and put them under a devilish doctrine and have the world follow the devil. But it's only going to be for a short time. The Most High is only separating the wheat from the tare. He's only letting the devil do this. He gives the devil permission. Read Job. Read when he cast the demon out the boy and the demons pleaded with him. We have complete power over evil. Him because he's the Messiah. He has the keys to life and death, hell and heaven. But us, because if we have control, our names are written in the book of life. Marvel not, because you can control evil. But be happy that your name is in the book of life, as the scripture said. The power shift is on. And it went from the east. At first, the world mainly was in the east. We talking about Egypt, Rome, China, all of that exists on the eastern hemisphere. This over here was called the New World. And once all of the rich investors of the world came and sucked this mug dry, after a couple hundred years, maybe 400 or 500 years, it's over with. The power shift is going back to the eastern hemisphere. That's what Rome is. That's what Israel is. That's what China is. That's what Russia is. America is out their territory. They fighting the war from an island. They basically on the island fighting this war. America is being cut off and starved out. They're going to either have to get control of South America and Canada and Alaska and live off of that for as long as they can, because they're completely being blocked out from the Eastern Hemisphere. It's only a few countries on the Eastern Hemisphere besides the EU that's dealing with America. They're tired of their bullying. Stores are closing down in America. Jobs are being lost. It's going down, fam. It's gonna get good probably for a short period of time to give people hope. They have to give dummies hope who continue to believe in a country that was built with innocent blood, spilt innocent blood on the ground by wicked people, and they feel like this country is gonna prosper. Not gonna happen. Y'all check this out. It's stores closing down daily. It's businesses closing down daily. You already know about Silicon Valley. We know about the banks closing this year. They're going to have to be bailed out. We know about the car industry slowing down because China's not giving the chips anymore. Most of these cars run off chips. And when China doesn't give what America needs, America goes up on the price of what they already have. It's going to be spoiled food, family. We talking when the war kick off, it's really going to be on. The plagues of the Bible, the plagues that hit Egypt, and other plagues that God got prepared for the people who take the mark and believe in the false image is coming. They huddling everybody up. First, they had to eliminate God. COVID happened. You didn't hear anything about God on the news. They got God bless them, God bless on the dollar. When the towers got hit, it was God bless America. When COVID hit, it was go get a vaccine. Don't pray. Don't go to the church. Don't do nothing. Hurry up and go get it put in your veins again. Nah, it's over with. And they're in the labs cooking up something new, something else that they could pull out to give to the people, even worse than that. Maybe it's CV20, I don't know. CV23, I don't know what they gonna call it. But they working on something new. And the people are gonna take it because they're silly. The devil's gonna deceive the whole world, but he's not gonna deceive the elect. He's not gonna deceive the elect. For those whose eyes are open, ears are open, soul is open, to hear the Most High and follow him, we won't be deceived. We won't be shocked. We won't marvel at the falling of Babylon. Rome wasn't built in a day, but it fell in a day. That's the crazy part. These empires took hundreds and thousands of years to create, but it's going to be destroyed, and a new power is going to be shifted all in 1 hour and 1 day. Hallelujah. Hallelujah to our Messiah who's coming with that power. To take some, it took thousands and millions of lives, thousands of years to build. He has the power to take it in 1 hour. He said this country will be destroyed by their foolish ways and their foolish devices. Whatever they plan for us is going to be their downfall. They made crack. They tried to put it in the black community. It ended up in the suburbs. I heard they made the shot for us, but everybody ran and got it. Most of us didn't. And at this point, us got to be the elite, because my people, my skin color is so foolish. It's more Gentiles and other nations that got more sense than my people. The Bible said my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They running in the stores looting, Lord. Taking. I don't blame them. Because if they that poor and they need to take, that's what this country done made. They make you a thief. But we should have no unrighteous ways, fam. We got to, get our house in order. We got to get us some bags of rice. Some extra canned goods. So we can make it at least a month or two. We never know what the challenge may be on how long the Lord want us to wait. But best believe he's not going to put more on us than we can't handle. So whatever the challenge may be in the future, just know that he's preparing us for it in the present.
A large number of retailers are in serious trouble, and they are at risk of falling apart early in 2023 due to the weakest holiday sales seen since the financial crisis, as well as soaring levels of debt, bloated inventories, and changing consumer patterns amid the ongoing recession. Many factors are forcing even popular brands, including CVS, Rite Aid, Family Dollar, Best Buy, and more, to start shutting down stores to manage their operational costs as economic conditions continue to worsen. According to a new survey, almost 3/4 of U.S. retailers are planning to hike prices due to the effect of supply chain problems and inflationary pressures on their balance sheets. Industry analysts say that a new wave of mass store closings and bankruptcies is already on the horizon, and 2023 will likely be a decisive year for the entire sector as the brick-and-mortar landscape gets increasingly emptier. We have a lot to cover today, but before moving on, we kindly ask you to support our work with a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos. Never before in history have so many stores disappeared in such a short period of time. From January 2020 to December 2022, over 10,220 retail stores have been permanently shut down as the sector faced the toughest conditions since 2008. Even before the pandemic, the retail industry was facing incredible volatility due to billions of dollars in real estate debt and the emergence of giant e-commerce platforms that offered everything consumers needed through the convenience of a simple click. In 2022, the cost of living crisis that financially strained millions of Americans led to slower sales and the resurrection of value as part of the purpose of consumption. Even wealthy households started flocking to Walmart and Aldi in order to make ends meet. To regain profitability, several popular brands started cutting jobs and other costs, as well as closing several locations where foot traffic was declining precipitously. According to an analysis released by Yahoo, many big names in the industry may not make it to 2023. Amongst them, Bed Bath & Beyond is in serious danger of going out of business early next year. The company also revealed plans to lay off 20% of its workers, with a goal of saving $250 million in this fiscal year, USA Today reported. Similarly, Best Buy is doing everything it can to navigate through this crisis. The retailer already cut 5,000 jobs, shut down 60 unprofitable locations in 2021, and last month it announced that 20 more will go dark this winter after disappointing holiday results failed to boost the company's profit margins. The same can be
The American dream. What's yours? Where do you want to wake up every morning? What do you want to come home to at night? Realtors understand that it's not just the most important decision you may ever make. It's way bigger than that. It's your American dream.
For those that shoot with the Insta360 X3 and their DJI microphone, we offer the X-Mount 360 that enables you to take the DJI microphone receiver and attach it to the shoe of the receiver. From there, simply take the mount, slide it under the audio adapter on the X3 camera, and then attach your favorite selfie stick or tripod to the bottom. We offer cables that are short.
All right, fam, we ain't selling that. False advertising, don't buy it. Anyway, as y'all see, the stores are closing down nationwide. The stores are closing down nationwide. You know, I'm a 90s baby, so I'm tripping. Stores that I seen my whole life is closing down. Stores that's been open since I've been a child is closing down. This is what they got for us. Everything is for sale in America. Everything is for sale. And eventually they ain't gonna have nothing else to sell but the people that's in here. So if you ask me, their next mission is to get everybody in debt. Because the scriptures say the borrower is servant to the lender. I heard they've been locking people up for the PPP scam. Now they come 2-3 years after the PPP loans, messing with people, making them lose their jobs, asking for the money back now. Y'all done had all this time. Y'all done gave all this money out. Why? Didn't really look into it. Why? I knew it was a scam. But it doesn't matter. Use the debt to your advantage. If you're going to be in debt, at least be in debt for something that can benefit your family on a generational level. Don't go get something that could benefit you for a month, benefit you, your social life. Get something that's going to benefit you and your family spiritually, physically, mentally. That can sustain y'all. Some y'all can eat. Some y'all can use to get through the seasons. Food, water, bread, clothing. We only need bread, water, and clothes and the Most High. But a man shouldn't live off bread alone. Let's learn how to make bread. People got flour, yeast, and all kind of stuff sitting in the cabinet and don't even know how to make a loaf of bread. this is the generation we growing up in. We getting further and further away from the ancient path. And it's going to cost us at the end, family. If you looking for some land, cool. If you looking for a home, cool. See, we ain't going to have everything when we leave up out of Egypt this time because we don't have everything when we left in. The Most High say he changed not. We don't need to be worried about what we don't got. We need to worry about our spirit, number one. Is our spirit right with the Most High? Nobody's perfect. Work on yourself. Work on what you need to tighten up. Whatever the Holy Spirit is asking you to do. Work on that. What's that, baby? And it'll come together. Let me, I got a couple more videos. Let's work through this. Now, what I want to play. Now, I've been seeing a lot of things with people talking about, they dreams they having, visions they're having, and what it could possibly be, in the last days. And all I've been hearing is people talking about the plagues that's in the scriptures. So I'm gonna play, and I'll probably come back and do a series on this, but I'm gonna play a couple videos because I want people to know that God, Yah is giving visions to people, showing them what's coming, showing them, look, this is what's gonna happen when the people take the mark. This is what's gonna happen when the people worship the beast. When these people take the mark and worship the beast, all spiritual power is going to be given to Satan and to the dragon and to the beast and to the Antichrist, the false prophet, to have complete control over their souls. We got to remember the devil's biggest plan was he should be like the Most High. So everything the Most High does, he has to do it. The Most High had a bride named Israel. He got to have a bride called Babylon. The Most High had him a son, sent them in his image. The devil's going to send a son in his image. And people, the devil's son is coming before the Most High's son come back. Before the Messiah come back again, we have to see the fake Messiah. Before the real show comes, the fake show got to happen first. It's called the undershow, the underact. It's going to be Satan. He going to have fire coming from the sky, all that. If it was believable, he can even fool the very elect. But we know. We don't know the day, but we do know the signs of the coming of our Savior. We know that the stars is not going to get a light. The moon, all of that's going to fall. He's coming on a cloud. It's serious. Every tongue shall bow, every knee shall bow. Every tongue shall confess, every knee shall bow. I'm going to let this brother give his testimony. I'm going to start letting people get their testimonies on the coming of the Messiah, on the coming of prophecy being unveiled, the coming of the mark, and all of these things that the Bible prophesied. Because I think a lot of people think that it's going to take 100,000 years for these prophecies to go. Man, these prophecies can all unveil themselves in less than a week, family, in a whole day. It could do it in a day. I don't know why people think
Hey, what's up, y'all? This your boy Project Prince, the one and only, aka Fort Lauderdale's finest. And today I'm coming at y'all with a prophetic dream that God gave me. Actually, a bunch of prophetic dreams that I feel like God gave me. You know what I'm saying? And I know before I start, I already know a lot of people gonna be like, oh, here Prince go again. Oh, here, man, Prince, man, what you be smoking on, all this and all that. For the record, I'm gonna put this out there. I don't smoke no drugs. I don't smoke no weed. I don't do nothing. I don't take no shrooms, no LSD. I don't do nothing. So I'm telling y'all this with a clear mind. I'm telling y'all this with a straight, clear mind. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that nonsense going on. So, okay, I told y'all on Instagram, on my story, that I was going to tell y'all a zombie dream that God been giving me. So I want to take y'all way back to 2020, in the beginning of 2020, you know, when COVID-19 first hit. Okay, so one night, me and my homegirl was praying, right? And that same night, I had a dream that, okay, I was basically in a hospital. I was in a hospital. And I'm sitting in the lobby and I'm feeling off. Like, you know, when y'all get that off feeling like something ain't right, like something dangerous coming y'all way, and y'all just gotta shake, man. Y'all gotta get from around where y'all at. So that's the feeling I was getting when I was in the hospital. I'm like, man, I gotta get from around here, man. Something don't feel right. And I couldn't put my finger on it, but it was the type of feeling I felt like something was coming. So I'm sitting in the lobby, right, in my dream, because I'm in the hospital and I'm sitting in the lobby. And then I hear noise, like I hear running. You know what I'm saying? I hear running. And I look, you know what I'm saying? I look up and I see a whole group of infected people coming my way. They came from the upper floor. These people came from the upper floor. And when I took a look at them, they was covered in rashes. You know what I'm saying? They were covered in bumps, rashes, sores, and ulcers. And they were bleeding from their eyes and their mouth. So I'm like, oh, hell no, it's time for me to shake. So I got up, I ran, and I'm running as fast as I can, y'all. I'm talking about my ribs cramping up in the dream. My legs is hurting, but I'm pushing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm really pushing it. And when I look behind me, these things was really on my tail. I'm talking about, man, these niggas was on my tail. I'm talking about they were so close to me that if they would have reached their arm out like this, they would have touched me and I would have been done. But one thing I really noticed was they were missing pieces of hair, like patches of hair out their head. You know, their skin was peeling off their face like a sunburn, like a bad sunburn. And they had rashes and bumps all over their face and their bodies. And they were bleeding from their eyes and their nose and their mouth. All that. And they was trying to bite me and they was making very animal-like noises. Kind of like not even almost, just like the zombies from I Am Legend. So when I woke up and I told my homegirl about this, I'm like, man, hey, man, you won't believe the dream I had. And when we prayed about it, I heard a voice say, my son, this is what to come. These are the things that's coming down the line. So boom, I have another dream, right? And this is a couple dreams later, you know what I'm saying? I want to tell y'all the most vivid one I had. I'm at my house, right? At my mama's house, but it looks slightly different. But what I noticed is it was the only house that was on the block. We were surrounded by complete pitch darkness. It was me and a group of people, right? And everybody was trying to find a place to hide. And I'm like, man, I got to find a place to hide because something in my spirit told me the infected people are coming. So, boom, I'm trying to... So, boom, okay, we all go to the back patio. We all hiding under a table with a cloth over it. I'm like, man, it's a horrible idea, man. They finna see us. Obviously, they finna see us. They finna walk through here, lift up the cloth, and, man, we gone. You know what I'm saying? That's our behind, man. We done. We goners, man. So this is a horrible idea. So we all ran to the back room, right? We all ran to the back room. So, okay. I told everyone, man, y'all shut off the lights because they gonna see us. So we shut off all the lights, turned off all our phones, and we're all hiding with this under this mattress that I stood up. I stood the mattress up, right? And I look through the glass door and I see a white man with patches of hair missing from his head. This man had rashes all over his face and he was bleeding from his eyes and his mouth. He was one of the infected. So boom, he starts screaming and roaring. You know what I'm saying? He sounded just like the things from I Am Legend. And all of a sudden he paused and he looked. And he looked right through the window and made this weird face. And then he smashed his head against the window. So the glass door broke and boom, he swarmed and came right at me. And I took his head and I smashed it in off one of the dressers. I smashed it into this wooden dresser and I killed him. And then boom, next thing you know, a whole bunch of them started coming. They busted through the room. I ran past them and I ran up in a tree and I woke up. And I'm like, damn, that dream felt way, way, way too real. And when me and my homegirl prayed about it, I heard the same thing like, son, it represents my judgment. It represents my judgment on the people who took the mark of the beast and the people who refused to turn to me. That was a confirmation that I got. So it's not just the people who refuse, you know what I'm saying, who taking the mark of the beast. It's the people who refuse to turn to him. That's wicked. Because look at it like this. If someone like me get bit by these things, or God's true children, if we get bitten by these things, we not going to get infected. But if you just out here living for the world, you just wicked, and you don't want nothing to do with God and the Holy Spirit don't live in you, you getting infected. You getting infected, bruh. I don't know what else to tell y'all. You getting infected because you don't have the power of the Holy Spirit living inside of you. And look, once again, man, y'all can sit here and be like, oh, Prince, bro, you just making this up, bro. Oh, no, Carl, that stuff. And man, look, I ain't trying to hear none of that. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Because y'all can do all that. Oh, no, Carl, bro, you just smoking, Carl, bro. I don't know what you be smoking on, Carl. Man, look, y'all can say that all y'all want. Y'all can think I'm crazy. Y'all can laugh at me. That's what y'all been doing, laughing at Prince. Thinking that, oh, Prince, this, that. Man, look, y'all can keep doing that. Because regardless of y'all doing that, it doesn't change the fact that these are the things that's coming, man. This is the things that's coming. Whether y'all want to accept it or not. And that's just it. Because God showed me multiple times, okay, these things are coming. The infected are coming. You know what I'm saying? The people that took the mark of the beast. And it makes sense because, look, I think there's a Bible verse that said the people that take the mark of the beast, they will eat their children. I don't remember the name of the Bible verse. You know what I'm saying? If one of y'all know it, feel free to tell me or comment. But it was a verse that said they will eat their children. You know what I'm saying? And they were covered in rashes and ulcers. And it says the people who took the mark of the beast, the first angel came out and poured God's wrath on everybody who took the mark of the beast. And they broke out with painful sores and ulcers, man. So all the clues is right there. All the, you know what I'm saying? All these dreams I'm having is real. And y'all got to understand that. Ain't avoiding this. It's the truth. Whether y'all want to accept it or not, y'all can sit here and continue to play church and play religious and you know, sing kumbaya and listen to this fake prosperity gospel. Bruh, ain't none of that finna help y'all. Ain't none of that finna help y'all. And it's sad because I know the majority of people that look at this video, listen to this dream, they're going to be like, oh, man, there go Prince again with, you know, him and his dreams and this and that. And he think he hear from God and all this and that. And man, I'm finna just listen to it, have a good laugh and go on about my life.